So welcome everyone. In this video we'll talk about the limit test for iron. Okay, so in our other limit tests such as for chlorides and sulfates, what we did, we used to take two Nessler cylinders and prepare test solution and sample solution and then compare the turbidity. So here also we will do the same. We will take two Nessler cylinder and then in one Nessler cylinder we will prepare the test solution, in the other one we will prepare the standard solution, and then we will compare the turbidity of these two solutions and then analyze our result, that whether our limit test has passed or failed. Okay, so now let us begin with the limit test for iron. If you want to know in detail that what are limit test and why do we do this, you can watch my video for limit test for chlorides. There I have explained in detail. Here we will start with the principle for limit test for iron. It is based on the reaction of iron with thioglycolic acid in the presence of citric acid and ammonia to form purple colored ferrous thioglycolate. Okay, so what happens is that in our sample which has the iron, in that sample we will add thioglycolic acid. Okay, so this thioglycolic acid, what it does, the +3 form of iron which is known as ferric ion, they get converted into ferrous ion. Okay, so now this ferrous ion in the presence of citric acid and ammonia, this thioglycolic acid converts this iron +2 form into ferrous thioglycolate which is purple colored. Okay, so what happened over here is that firstly the +3 form of iron in the presence of thioglycolic acid will be converted into +2 form. Then this thioglycolic acid in the presence of citric acid and ammonia will convert this iron +2 form into ferrous thioglycolate which is purple colored. Okay, which means that this thioglycolate acid will form complex with iron and that complex will be ferrous thioglycolate which is purple in color. So this was the basic principle, that here this reaction takes place in the presence of citric acid and ammonia. Now let us understand why do we use citric acid and ammonia in this limit test. So role of ammonia. Ammonia is used to provide alkaline medium for the reaction. Citric acid, it prevents the precipitation of iron with ammonia by forming a complex with it, and the thioglycolic acid which we use, it is used for the conversion of iron +3 form to iron +2 form, that is ferric ion into ferrous ion, and also it helps in the formation of purple colored salt. Now if our salt is purple colored or if our salt is colored, then it will be easier to compare its like, then finally we have to compare the turbidity or intensity, then it will be easier to compare. Like if our test solution is darker than this one, it means that our limit test will fail. So if our test solution is lighter in color than the standard, it will mean that our limit test has passed. Okay, so if our colored complex is formed, then that is a good thing for us, because colored complex make it easier to compare the standard solution with the test solution. Now let us do the procedure of how we have to prepare the test solution and the standard solution. I'm sorry, here I've written wrong. Test solution and the standard solution. So firstly, test solution. Dissolve the specified quantity of given sample in distilled water in Nessler cylinder marked as test. So we will take two Nessler cylinder. One Nessler cylinder we will mark as test, the other one we will mark as standard. The Nessler cylinder which we have marked as test, there we will dissolve specified quantity of sample, and the other Nessler cylinder which we have marked as standard, there we will pipette out 2 ml of standard iron solution and add that into the Nessler cylinder. Okay, so in our test solution we have taken the specified quantity of sample. In our standard solution we have taken standard iron solution 2 ml. Now the rest of the steps are same. Add 40 ml of distilled water. Here also add 40 ml of distilled water. Add 2 ml of 20% weight by volume solution of iron free citric acid. Add 2 ml of 20% weight by volume solution of iron free citric acid. Add 0.1 ml of thioglycolic acid. Add 0.1 ml of thioglycolic acid, and then finally what we will do, we will mix and make alkaline with iron free ammonia solution and dilute to 50 ml with water, that is distilled water. Here also we will make the solution alkaline by using iron free ammonia solution. And then finally, immediately stir with a glass rod and allow it to stand for 5 minutes. Here also we will stir the solution with a glass rod and allow it to stand for 5 minutes, and after that finally we will make our observation. Okay, so here our complex which is formed is colored complex, so we will compare the intensity of color, that whether the color which is formed is darker or lighter than the standard. Okay, so compare the color of both test and standard solution. If test solution shows more color than standard, the limit test fails. If test solution shows less color than standard, limit test pass, which means that here purple colored ferrous thioglycolate complex will be formed. Okay, so if the test, this is our test solution, this is our standard solution. Okay, so if the color of the test solution is lighter, or we can say less purple than the standard, it means our limit test will pass. But if the color will be darker, if this purple color will be darker than this one, it means the limit test will fail. Okay, so here like in limit test for chlorides and sulfates, we have compared the turbidity, but here we will compare the intensity of the color, that whether it is darker or lighter. I'm sorry if might in the beginning I have told about the turbidity, but here we will compare the color, like it is darker or less darker, because here colored complex is formed. Okay, so this was all about the limit test for iron where a colored complex is formed. If you like the video, please subscribe. Thank you.